seemed to be fully out of control of their own bodies, but there might have been something left. We couldn't tell exactly. It was such like a fast fight anyway. They didn't have time to like call out to us or anything.
The first one got ganked by Winona's
Instantly,
talisman. And the other two were like, actually no, one was like fighting with Pastor, the other one was like burned with fucking firestorm.
Yeah, they obviously didn't have really like control of their actions from what we saw, but there could have been something of themselves in their mind, but they might have been out of control.
Sidoran is quiet, like very hard thinking about something, his finger tapping. To the point that even Lastimosa like raises an eyebrow. Pardon me for asking, Custodian, but are you going somewhere with this? It seems to me that I mean, I'm not as good as a detective as Dolan, but it seems like you are trying to figure something out.
If it would put you at ease, Sidoran, if I see another knight, I will telepathically communicate with them.
Let's go with like bad theory that the remaining knights that are missing, they did fall under the thrall of Crimson Knights. Do you know anything about this Crimson Knight's capabilities?
Well,
out of character as
I
DM,
can find out.
I think you do right now.
We don't, but I have just unlocked legend lore. So I will say I don't know much myself, as it seems to be, from what I know, a being from another dimension of some kind, some other place of power. It has come from outside this realm. But I do have the capability to find out. I will need certain incenses, though, in order to complete that spell. But if we can acquire that, then I will be able to tell you by the end of the day. It takes an hour for me to cast this. I'd be doing it ritually, so.
That's an option, right? Although if you possess such capabilities, it might be more of a priority to look into another matter. Maybe not.
It is not cheap. Above board, it is 250 gold worth of incense every time I use it.
Right.
I can ritually cast it as many times as I want per day, but obviously, like, the incense, I assume, is very rare because we're in a very small town.
I mean, it got larger since the time skip, and
we can always ask our.
You have Chivis. I mean, sure, it's not like a ubiquitous commodity, but I guess we can figure something out.
But yeah, essentially, like, Dolan is like, this power is on the table for as many uses of incense that we have. If you guys have questions, I will ask them. Obviously, we might want to know where the enemy in our next attack is coming from first, and the details about that might be more pertinent.
I'm gonna pass
right now.
Note.
I read this note. I quietly read this note.
Ask it how much beer it would take to kill me.
I mage hand, or not mage hand, I cause the note to catch on fire and burn to ash with prestidigitation. I don't look at Ibram.
I mean, Ibram was like, you're either gonna like have one little bit of fun with it and ask one dumb question, or you were gonna do that, so he's not like upset by your choice.
Yeah, I mean, legend lore is not I get to ask questions. It's I get told the lore that the DM wants me to know in cryptic like
Oh.
vague wording, and I have
Ask
to
the
decipher
DM.
it.
Ask the DM how much
I'm
beer
not
it would
gonna
take.
ask the DM how many beers he drinks. With my legend lore, I'm like, Lord Ow, how many
Yeah.
beers do you drink?
No, to kill Ibram.
To kill Ibram? Oh my god. Too many.
Back to the matter at hand. Because,
Yes.
as far as I remember, I might be wrong, but
Mhm.
Dolan did say that because of his artifact, there might be danger coming. And as the talk has been going on and those mentions,
Yes.
he starts. Dolan has suspicion that it's about the same thing.
Mm.
And fucking hell, brain, please. Sidorin just says, I am confident that this danger that's coming is related to the matter, and he specifically looks at Dolan we discussed a while ago.
Yes, I meant more so specifics.
Yes, while the spell would have been nice to confirm some details about the danger without risking our scouts. We'll just have to balance this out, I suppose. But
Either way.
yeah, but you see that he's
whatever. Go ahead.
You're thinking about something, and you're trying to. Obviously, if Ibram wants to, he can as well. But for Dolan specifically, like he knows Sidoran for long enough and work with him enough that he tries to operate on similar wavelengths and like try to figure out like what eats away at Sidoran that even he himself is not fully able to properly vocalize. So if you want, you can roll.
Probably insight, right?
This would not be investigation. Yeah, this would be more insight. This is a flat check. Even if you normally would have advantage, yeah, this is flat. Okay.
27.
With a 27, all of those little questions that him pondering, okay, what Crimson King can do, like if those Yellow Knights were pets, mindless or not. He even himself didn't properly realize it, but what Sidoran was worrying at, and now you fully realize that this is a potential danger that has not yet manifested, but it is possible. Not sure if if those knights fall under the thrall of the Crimson Knight. Apart from their service, what else they could have offered? They served in the city. They served under Sarif. You do not know pretty much nothing specific about Crimson King right now, so you do not know his psychological profile is too much to say, but you cannot. It's a pretty much right now. It's a coin toss and a total guess in the dark if Crimson Knight would have corrupted them in the first and don't bother asking questions, or if he would actually try to milk them for information first.
I'm going to I'm gonna cast message. Subtly cast a message so that I don't have to point at Sidoran in order to cast it or speak the words out loud. That I would cast it. And I'm just going to tell him, would you like me to see if the secrets of the city are safe with this spell? Meaning legend lore to Sidoran. And if Sidorin like looks at Dolan, Dolan's like looking at him like, I get you. I understand what you're like about now.
And he just gives like a very minuscule nod,
I will nod back.
which probably happens at the same time as there's like a moment of silence between the two of you that Captain speaks up, looking at Ibrahim. Right, sure, you're a companion of Dolan, and those matters involve also you, but it reached my ears that you also looked specifically for me? He asks Ibrahim. Lastimosa asks Ibrahim.
I completely missed it. I was turning my headset back on. What did
You're good.
Lastimosa say?
Lastimosa was asking why you were looking for him.
Like if you are you were looking.
Oh
for me
yes,
specifically, or-
we're. Anybody who would have information, it seems that Dugan and roll for a little bit in the dark as well. What is this enemy that we are about to apparently face? Do we know what domain they come from?
Lastimosa looks at Sidorin. Sidorin just sighs and looks at Dolan.
I sigh as well. Can I make any sort of check? Like history check or anything about because of what I know with the artifact? Probably still no. I think I attempted this last time and failed
I
horribly.
Why are we purposely keeping Ibram in the dark?
I think
We're not.
I could have sworn.
I'm about to tell you.
I think I think I gave Dolan some.
You said it was probably someone who has to do with like ruin and decay, but you didn't give me any specifics as to like if they
the
have a
volatile
name.
domain of ruin and decay.
Yeah, that's the guy. So that's the guy. We don't know what they are or what's up,
Okay,
but we
so
do
I
know that
will-
they're on their way.
I will allow
You know what?
Because Sasa gave you information, like at least names and titles of all the Night Lords, I will give you, I mean, either like Arcana or History check with advantage.
All right.
Right?
It's more like guessing. I'm not guessing, but like connecting the dots.
18. Not great.
Right. All right. Ruin, decay. Well, no further like. You cannot really theorize like potential abilities or details about the creatures, but there are two monikers of Night Lords that seem to connect with the theme. One is being Beelzebub, the Lord of Flies. I mean, flies
classic.
has like flying shit,
Oh,
Vermin, yeah.
spreading diseases.
Beelzebub.
And the second one is Rodcrutch, the Lord of Decay.
It's either one or both of those. And they're on their way for a specific artifact passed down through my family.
I just Ibram, though smart, not the most intelligent human
Yeah.
being out there.
Yeah.
He's
You're not human.
having a brainwave.
Yeah.
Creature out there, and he's like, well, Hellstrom has been talking to me mentally through dreams and things of that nature. At least I think.
What?
What if I think? No,
He's
I'm saying
still
this to myself.
talking to you? Oh,
Inside
okay.
my
I was about to be
head.
like, what?
I'm like you're all hearing Ibram's thoughts.
Yeah, please.
And Ibram was like,
please specify.
Yeah,
you say
please
this out loud
specify if
or
it is
Sorry, I
me
should
or
have said this.
you're not.
I should have said, yeah, no, this is Ibram's thoughts. What if I think really hard at Hellstrom to ask him this question? Which is what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna do I'm gonna close my eyes. You're gonna see me concentrate, and the black smoke's gonna come out my ears, and be thinking, Hellstrom, who is it? Who is the person marching upon the city of Hope?
You hear Dolan's voice like fading away in the background, just being like, Ibram, are you okay?
Nothing
Like
happens.
fading as you go into your mind.
Just-
Nothing happens. Even if you say that you are not the smartest character, your wisdom and like smarts of like fighting smarts let you remember that there's always a specific, not a situation, but specific state you are in when those air quotes visions, because I'm not specifying them as visions, happened. And as a reminder, I usually did them when you were like down or like, yeah, pretty much. I think unless I make a mistake and did it differently.
Outside of one time where you were like, you can't call upon my name, you must become your own thing. You did that one time, and that didn't fall within Ibram being down or anything like that. So.
Yeah, but generally, like the theme is like this happened when you're like down, unconscious, like out of it.
Yeah, fair enough. He is technically, at this point, he's just like he's experimenting with the way that he could possibly communicate, and he'd be like, "Nope, I got nothing. I tried to enter my mind palace and it didn't work."
Right, Ibram. Okay. Lastimos says like,
Dylan
yeah,
looks
sure,
concerned.
buddy.
Yeah, like, Dylan's like,
And this is when I'm going to pass Dolan a note, and and then this time the note's going to have Hellstrom still talks to me in dreams. I was testing a theory.
I pinch the bridge of my nose and then light the note on fire. In stress.
It's in pink crayon this time.
The creases from his eyes only grow more pronounced as time goes on.
Right, and on that note, I would... On one hand, I hate to put in another thing, but honestly, considering we are dumping all of this at the same time, we might as well. At some point, I sent one of the squads through Chivi's tree to check on our Viking friends. I mean, he wouldn't really say Viking, but friends from the colder regions, the Bright Glaciers.
Mm-hmm.
City is still standing, they are doing fine, but from what we gathered, understood, and from what you are were telling me about what was going on in the city of Iron Spark, seems to me that the minions, because this Jormungand, they call him, this Night Lord is not present, but the city has been under renewed assault by masses of aquatic creatures. They are standing strong, they are doing fine, but as long as this threat persists, which I understand they cannot afford to spare anything to other bastions of light. Timing is a bit suspicious, I admit, after I compared the notes. But it seems like the Cielo King attacking the city of Iron Spark, Jormungand's minions laying siege on Bright Glaciers. It all happened, I would bet, at the same time, around the same time. But yes, decision will be your own. While I have no doubt in your abilities to relieve them and maybe solve this problem. And then he trails off. Never mind, I'm not really ordering. I might be a consul, but honestly, you're already grown in power. So even if you do not hold any like official authority, you still have it.
I nod. Most likely, if things go to plan, after we deal with this attacker, and if the Crimson King does not make any immediate moves, we might be able to go help them sooner rather than later. But we might have to deal with the Crimson King first.
Crimson King?
Indeed.
Are those two that are coming, which...
The issue is the Crimson King and Hellstrom may be tight. Possibly.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, Night Lords are fully tight, quote unquote.
Points at
As
the
you
fact
say.
that I had points at meta knowledge that I did tell Dolan that I did have a dream in both of
Yeah,
them.
he
were
was.
there.
You
Just because they were both
have-
there does not mean they're best friends.
Cap. I think you are misidentifying Crimson King with Mog, the Lord of Blood.
Oh, yep, I am. You're right. I'm dumb.
You fool. How could you? They're completely different. Sure, they both like red, but
Nope, never mind. I retract that statement. Well,
And
I mean,
he-
the Crimson Domain.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, it does make sense. If we were being marched upon, it would come from, well, the only 3 remaining domains around us.
indeed.
And the domain of knowledge seems to be fairly quiet at this point.
You know, at least. Well, yeah, you. I mean, I believe Sasa did say that this one belongs to Beckett. JP? I'm trying to recall.
Lily, are
Actually,
you there?
They might be.
Sorry, I'm meeting on another table, and I almost tripped when I was coming here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yes, I told Sasa. Huh?
Yeah, sorry. It's like. Sorry, I'm like. Yeah. Problems with Spotlight.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yes, Sasa did tell everyone about it.
So, yeah, at this point, it's either the Crimson King or the domain of ruin and decay.
Right. We do have enemies coming by. And the next sentence he says, you do not even have to roll insight. He tries not to. He really tries to sound understanding. But you can still hear the somewhat bitter tone of the enemies are coming, and sadly we just lost one of the valued and not veiled
Astrum?
defenders of the city.
I'm assuming they're talking about Castrum above
Yes,
board, right?
they are.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna be real. Castrum made a valiant sacrifice. And
I will cast a minor illusion to show them what happened.
there is no more Yellow King, and I think if Sasa lives, then there may be no more Lord of the Skies either.
Yellow
But
King
we'll
has been
see.
banished from our dimension. His anchor is no longer here.
You don't know that I'm not there yet. You don't
I know.
that
I'm making an
Which-
educated guess based on the situation. I literally
Which-
said if Sasa returns.
Yeah, which actually is a nice segue of he says at least Castrum's sacrifice was worthwhile, but you sure that Sasa didn't sacrifice herself as well? I cannot help but notice that at least few hours have passed since your return and she's not here with you.
There's not much we can do at the moment to go back.
Actually,
and
I
verify.
can.
Oh, really?
I'll
Looks
cast
at you?
Sending. I'll cast sending to Sasa and say, "Hello, this is Dolan. Are you alive? And if so, do you need help?"
To
Tink, tink, tink. on-
switch so that you graciously provided me with church.
Way to go, Caliph.
I call her on my telephone.
Which I'm profoundly thankful. That Sasa, a little bit earlier, before sending appears, you wake up in an unfamiliar location.
Oh, whoa!
Oh my god.
I'm running.
I can hear
Your
you
one
running.
I had chicken on
acquaintance
the
has
mouth.
saved you.
Okay, I'm here. Hi.
Unfamiliar location that somehow, as
Oh
you
my god,
take,
Dumbledore.
as you, as you take
Someone
few,
shoot him or her.
as you take a few moments to look around, it's unfamiliar place, but it gives you a familiar vibe. As you see bookshelves.
Of a fucking nerd. Yeah.
Yeah, you see bookshelves with dusty books, you see paintings, other examples of culture, of art. And sometimes not maybe displayed in the most proper way, but it is there. It's not freezing, but it's somewhat chilly in here, even despite the plenty of candles that are being lit. And as you regain consciousness, and you do gain the benefits of long rest at this point in time.
So I've been passed the fuck out. Makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, when the other party returned to City of Hope, they also got long rest. So now it's
Yeah.
timeline-wise, it's gonna like even out. Well, I've invited myself to your home a few times, so considering the situation, I only thought it fair that you get to visit mine humble abode.
I'm glad I can enter without being invited. I will answer without like looking to where he is.
Yeah, I
Because
see, like,
I kind of like I very much know who's talking.
yeah, it's a familiar voice, of course, as he steps out from one of the sides. Not even that, but you basically whip around to the source of the voice, and he's like, kind of Alucard style, sitting on one of the chairs, sipping, like reddish drink, which
What a
may
diva.
which may or may not be blood. And says,
Yeah, that specific scene. Yeah.
well, you don't really need an invitation. You are not a vampire. And then he gives like a, usually, like, especially at the start, since you met him, he was like more like uptight, stoic. But now that, you know, you cooperate, there's some sort of familiarity. He allows himself to give you like a small, like at the edge of at the corner of his mouth, he gives like a small, like, smirk. Well, you're not a vampire yet, and you can almost hear
What
the
do you
question
mean?
mark.
And you can what?
And you can hear the question mark at the end of like, yeah, you're not a vampire yet.
Sasu's like, what do you mean yet? What makes you think I'm not gonna eat a bunch of garlic?
I'm merely bantering. I believe that's how you mortals call it. I very well remember our previous conversation when you implied that some method you are considering to prolong your mortal lifespan.
Which I am sure you're eager to see happen.
I am, as you are aware, when it comes to knowledge, I am always hungry. And when he says always hungry, there's this quiet, but you can hear at the back of his throat this like growl of like reminding you that for as much civility and cordiality when it comes to his hunger with capital H, there is still that beastly part of him within his soul.
Yeah.
I'm always interested, but I think for now I am interested to maybe see your work. That was unfortunate discharge of energy that got you, but fear not. For no additional price, I made sure that I brought the ingredients along with you. That said, the corpse of a dragon is a little bit too big to be placed in this chamber, but I believe while you are resting, I've prepared, should you be interested in using a workshop of sorts. Okay, above the board.
Am I ever? And I'm gonna fucking
if
jump.
You want to do some like tinkering, crafting to get your mask.
Yes, she's gonna say, "Am I ever?" And she's just gonna like jump off and just like ready to be led to the workshop.
This is one of the qualities I enjoy in you, Miss Sasa, the great work ethic. And yeah, he leads you. It's close by, merely a minute or two pass to traverse in his abode, his domain, and yeah, you find in all of its torn apart, broken glory the corpse of Vorkarzul, the former Lord of Skies, now second Nightmare Slain.
Good fuck.
Oh, I will promise I will not interrupt. And yeah, Beckett will be definitely serving how you work.
She just like immediately starts flying towards the stuff and says, "It's fine. I'm just to work with sound in the background, anyways." And she's going to immediately get to work. Immediately.
Alright.
Oh, and I assume I get the message like in the middle of me working on it. Or how long are we gonna do for the mask?
Yeah, because I'm not doing any roll for you because this is a reward. And also something that you wanted to get for your character. So because I treat it mechanically as take a 20, so it takes a bit. So yeah, while you are in the middle of working, you get the message.
You hear Dolan's voice from inside your head. Hey, it's Dolan. Are you alive? And also, do you need help? We've noticed you haven't come back.
Also, Hebron's here.
You're not there, actually. This is my own cell.
Come on!
Cut into my phone call.
Hebron's here! I just screamed.
You have 25 words by.
Miss you bye.
Yeah, suddenly sending doesn't have a fucking group chat option.
It'd be really fun.
Oh my god.
Not our WhatsApp, okay? This is not like my campaign where I literally give you guys WhatsApp, okay?
She's gonna say, of course I'm alive. And then she's gonna say, I have something important going on. Is there anything special you need to tell me? Miss you bye.
You had 2 leftover words. Good job.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gaming.
I will look at the council and I'll say Sasa is alive. She's apparently working on something important. Do I need an ETA on her arrival? I can cast the spell again.
Oh, ask her if the dragon's dead.
Okay, I can do that.
Before you do, at least when it comes to us, the Lastimos and sit there and look at each other. If you trust her with what she's doing, we are fine. So there are no further questions from us.
Dylan will say she's been on Night Watch longer than I have, I think, for these particular outings, so I trust her judgment. I'll cast Sending and say, do you have any reports on your situation? We're also wondering if that dragon is still alive.
All right. I have a question for Shadow though beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
How much time are we giving for Sessa to make this mask?
It's blue, but okay, so it's. Okay, you'll be able to make it. I'm gonna change my rolling a little bit. Like, make a roll. You still succeed. Like, you'll be able to make it. We're just gonna determine how long will it take it for you.
Alright.
So it's like a unless you have like a specific crafting roll, it would be Arcana because it's like a magical thing.
I have my tinkering tools.
Yeah, so yeah,
But
with the tools check.
I would like to do the Arcana though.
Okay. Yeah, I can buy it. It's like making of a magical item using magical ingredients, so yeah.
Mhm.
I can buy that in
Advantage,
this situation.
disadvantage, normal.
Advantage, make it prepared like a good workstation.
Alright, Flash of Genius for a total of 30. 30!
You will be done in half a pulse, so 4 hours.
Oh, holy shit, let's go. I will answer then to that message. She'll be back on a pulse or less. Kill the dragon. Ouch. Many things happen. I'm safe. That's it.
Okay. I'll relay that to everyone. Crunchy bag.
All right. Points. Dragon dead.
Indeed.
So then it's just a matter of, do we go to the Crimson Domain next, or do we help train here?
Well, I think first we should probably help them deal with the hack, and then maybe decide what we want to do with the Crimson King in general. AKA, we should probably wait until Derp and Winona are here to decide exactly what we want to do.
No, we should just make a party decision right now.
No. Honestly, we could.
Derp is self-conscious enough that he'll be fine with whatever they decide. He'll go with the flow.
Yeah.
Because he's self-conscious that he is not able to participate in many sessions. But yeah, I'm fine. Monk is like, yeah, you probably want to hold off. Because to have like a general reminder, again, about the situation, then you have... How to characterize it? Okay, so, yeah. You have the general threat from the Crimson King. You have that has unknown ETA when it become like when it might get more active than it is. Although you imagine that right now, as you are talking, that right this moment the former Carcosa, the city of power, is being ransacked as we are speaking. So that's that. That's Crimson King. There is still the outstanding but like ask for support from Bright Glaciers to deal with your Murgand. This can be treated as a side thing, but you now learn that its minions are harassing the city to the point that they will hold fine, but they need to commit everything to ensure that it stays fine. so they cannot really help you or Iron Spark with anything. Well, the Iron Spark, you do not get any messages right now, so you think the situation is still developing, but as a reminder, I did say sessions ago, cannot remember exactly when, that the Abyss domain, there's also some hints that some movements that they might be potentially some hostile actions towards the city of Iron Spark. But that's probably the least important, least priority for now. And you have the incoming threat from the domain of ruin and decay, which doesn't have fully confirmed time, but
We're about to get blitzkrieged on both sides.
it's being said something about like a week or hopefully like up to 2 weeks before they arrive. And you don't have to make a roll for this. Your characters, for the entire party, you survived enough to know that this is not gonna be like with the Usurper. The Usurper was like, it was irritating. They're like constant like hit and run attacks, like probing strikes, trying to figure out where the weak defense is. But deep in your gut, you know that this will be a different beast. That this will be the deluge, familiar with the hard, tough days, weeks, when the war was raging, when the tide of darkness seemed endless. And it's likely that this is maybe a proper siege. Like this will be worse than what Usurper was doing.
My personal vote for our next course of action is dealing with the Crimson King in some respect. But we'll see what everyone else thinks. I'm fine with anything.
We'll very much have to think which is our priority.
Yeah. My idea is if he gets those items back from the vault and is allowed to like fully make use of them, it could be really, 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 really bad. So I kind of want to like try and intercept them. Is my thought, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It just depends on what the reality of the situation is. Also, I heard something about a scouting team going to the tree. The Tree of Light, Chivas.
What about her?
What happened there? I think I missed that.
Nothing.
One squad went through the tree provided by Chivis. Like they teleported using your like fast travel to check on the bright glaciers, and that's how now you know that they can't really assist because they are dealing with their own shit.
The northern people that we met by boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they need help as well.
Yes. But they told us that when we met them. So.
Well, so the discussion sounds to me is take the fight to the Crimson King or let it happen here, right? Or am I mishearing?
What'd you say?
Everybody just is. I'll just stop talking.
No, I genuinely didn't like repeat it.
I said, so it sounds like we're taking the fight to the Crimson King or letting it come to the City of Hope? Or the fight that we're gonna be dealing
both,
with?
technically. So, it would be a fight with the Crimson King probably first, and then the fight at the City of Hope. With the Ruin and Decay people.
Ibram did make note that he was going to be training the newly recruited fighters in Dugan and Rolf.
I mean,
So I can't be
we'll
away
have-
for too long.
We'll have 2 weeks of downtime to prepare. And Sasa can build some funny shit in the time, some funny stuff. Also spend time with my
This is
sister.
true.
Yeah, you'll have time to ponder because I still just wanted to, for a moment, bring us back to the scene because yeah, you are interrupted. I mean, I assume like when the messages end, like your further work is uninterrupted and you are able to procure create the item of your choice. And you know, considering that I assume you will be using that actively.
Yes.
You don't have to say what it is, but considering like I assume your other party members will see it, can you describe how does it look like?
So, if you allow me, I don't want it to look like the usual.
Yeah, I'm fine with
description is
the
for it.
like fluff changes.
So, cinematic. Sasa will get teleported by Beckett, I assume, back to the town or somewhere near the town.
Yeah, although before you get back to the town, I was gonna have like one more scene, short.
With Beckett? I thought you meant with the party.
Yeah, with Beckett. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Actually, yeah. So if you want to lag, because he will teleport you. So okay, so let's rewind a little bit earlier. So basically, he leads you. He could teleport you after you're done, but as a parting ways, I wanted to show you something. It's new thought of mine. Didn't think or didn't find anyone worthwhile to represent and memorize them in such a way, but I hope it will be to your liking, the respect that was given. And in one of the like short corridors, there are like not full statues, but I need to look at translate. There is this like type of statue that doesn't show full body. It's like at chest upwards.
Like a bust?
Bust. Okay, that's the
Yeah.
name in English.
oh, I see.
Yeah. Like shoulders and neck.
Yes. So bust. Showing at the first glance the sculpture of like male and female, and you would have almost like this meme of like you glaze over, like go in, and then you like pause, and then with slightly wider eyes look at it. And even though it's been many years, the visage memorized or the immortalized in the form of a statue brings back memories, as those are the busts, freshly made. They don't look old, they look like perhaps Beckett himself sculpted them recently of your parents.
How? Like in character, she will ask how.
Homes carry memories, and while I do not possess the same prowess as Hellstrom, I do specialize in a certain school of magic.
Why would you do this?
Ah. It's... I know I have not seen the full diary, but it's clear that you are a brilliant individual, and this brilliance comes from a long lineage of very intelligent people, and wisdom and intelligence and knowledge is of utmost quality. Quality to me. So it may not seem like much to you, but I hope that this will be some way of honoring your bloodline and contributions that it did so far.
Sasa doesn't know how to fucking say anything right now. She's just staring at it. I think after like a good minute, like a solid minute or two of her staring at it, she will say, I believe they talked to me recently. Maybe it was me going crazy on fighting the Yellow King, but I vaguely remember something and a talk of sacrifice. And she will gently approach it, kind of like look at Beckett for permission to approach it.
Yeah, he just gives like a quiet nod, just with the wave of his hand, like, go ahead.
Let me see if I have it still. One sec. Okay, I do not have it, but I will use my marvelous pigments, and I am going to make a kind of like the drawing of a maple bonsai.
Alright, like a family symbol.
Yes.
Ah. That is a fine work.
She will sigh. She will quietly put on her mask, and she will say that she will just kind of say, let's go surprise some people then.
Very well. Then he gently puts a hand on your shoulder, and he teleports you. Unless you specified otherwise, he would go to next to the tree, or like in your office with it inside your house in the City of Hope.
Yeah, and right inside the house will be great.
Yep. So after this ordeal, you're finally finally back home.
All right. As she arrives, I will immediately go to look for everyone.
Yeah, as you start going, this goes until next time, Miss Sasa. I'll be in touch. And then teleports out.
All right. I will quietly make my way to everyone. And you, I assume, I don't know, where's everyone? Still in the office?
Unless you wanted to get something more out of the scene pretty much after you are debriefed and like given the look on the situation, what you should be expecting, you are dismissed. So I'm not sure if Cap or Church wanted to get something else from the scene.
I am good.
All right,
I'm good.
Then I'll go find, I guess, Dolan first.
And yeah, then pretty much how you want to set the scene between you, then it's all up to you.
Would you find me while I'm like at work or like at my house?
Well, it only took me like half a pulse to get back, so I don't know where you will be.
Probably still working, honestly. So you can go
yeah,
to
I kind of
HQ and I'll be there.
So I'll walk out to HQ. Well, no walk, just like fly, But you will see Sasa walk up, like something fly, and there will be a knock at your little door.
Mm-hmm.
And as you open it, you
I
will
don't
see.
open it. You'll open it. I'm at my desk.
I'll open it.
I'll nod to.
And you'll see Sasa walk in. This time she's wearing a blue dragon mask of sharp edges that looks like this, but blue.
Nice.
Just flat and sharp edges, and an armor that is made to look like it. It's not like an armor. She just make like grab a bunch of like pieces of scale and like put them together.
Okay. Like cardboard armor, but made of dragon scale.
Yes.
Okay. He's like, I see you put the parts of a dragon to good use.
Beckett, help.
Oh, unfortunate.
Well, kinda, but he saved me.
Also unfortunate. Well, not that you got saved, but that it was him.
Well, goodbye then, I guess. And she just starts flying
Yeah,
away.
screw you, Sasa, Ibram says in the corner.
Yeah, you very much made it sound
Ibram
like
is
you
like,
wanted
it's
to die.
nothing. No, it's just that he doesn't like Beckett. He does not trust him at all.
But yeah, she will say, I am ready for my work, and I will let you know that Dragon is dead, and it also blew me up, and then I almost died. But I lived.
Glad you're alright.
And then you just had to be saved.
Yeah, yes. That's how yes.
I just look at Ibram.
I don't like Beckett, okay?
No one does.
I'm glad you're okay, Sasa. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Glad you're safe.
Hey. Can you
Yes?
Ibram, can you like move to that wall, and I point to like the wall that has like the least amount of papers?
I sit in a corner where nothing is placed ever.
I'm gonna shoot lighting at you.
Oh,
She's just like rears back and then just
I'm
like
gonna
lets
rage
go
in
of the lightning
response.
brick.
Roll to hit me. You know what?
It's not a roll to
No,
hit.
you
I
have
think
to
it's
roll,
lightning
bitch.
breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to roll? Okay, what am I rolling?
X save. Yeah.
I feel like his worst
And you're
save.
prone, so it's disadvantage.
I'm not prone, I'm
You're
sitting.
sitting. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
that means,
prone.
baby. And if you're sitting in combat, you're prone.
Fine, whatever.
I could absolutely style on you right now, Sasa, but I will not. I could be a complete asshole
Wait.
and
Never
negate your
mind.
attack.
I
not
cannot
going to.
breathe lightning. I was lied to.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, rip.
Sasa rears back her head about to breathe lightning at me. Then just huffs at me.
Nothing. It's just like okay, that didn't work. But I do get some really cool shit. Like out of character, I get some really cool shit.
Well, I found my yellow crayon, Sasa.
Great.
Anything else?
There was something important
Okay.
and I forgot.
Wait, Dolan, have we checked up on that medallion we were having made a while back?
What?
For points at Sasa. Has
I
that
have
done?
no idea what you're talking about.
It's the medallion that helps alleviate the leg problem.
Oh. I don't know if that's done yet.
Have we? Should we?
You should probably go ask Whale.
Sasa, stay here. I'll be right back. And I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
I don't know. It would be something Shadow would. I don't. They're not pretty.
I'm gonna run over to the blacksmith. Hey, Shadow. Did Vale finish that funky little medallion we asked for a while back, like way a while back, for Sasa's leg issue?
It was to fix the crazy leg.
Thank you, leg.
I admit, because it was a while ago, I forgot about that detail.
I just remembered it straight up.
Yeah, because it's a while back. Then yeah. Although
We've had
it's
multiple downtimes between this and that.
It's a funny thing that I remember. I mean, funny thing also because like they're not able to participate that often, but Pastor does have ingredients needed to make a specific consumable that if you take it, you can take away one lingering injury. And he has enough to make 3. Well, he can fail making them, but okay, that's beside the point. But yeah, if that's a funky little medallion, yeah, sure, you have it. Item commission done.
And then I'm gonna come busting back in the door, and I'll be like, Sasa, we made you something.
What is it?
Put it on! I'm gonna hand you a medallion.
I will put it on.
Your stanky leg is fixed.
Yippee!
Congratulations.
Also, I got you
No.
this as well, and I'm going to inscribe the hill rune on your character, which you can now invoke as a bonus action. It will give you 1 minute of basic rage resistance, essentially.
Oh, cool. I have all the things to make me not die.
Yeah!
Also, cool fact, like out of character, I get a legendary resistance now.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's straight up busted.
That's part of the dragon mask. I get 1 legendary resistance per day. I think this will be a good time to end. Because we still need the other people to plan what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah, to make any kind of real
Yeah.
decision at this point.
I'm gonna put this in chat, so you have a whole week to get all the information for this legend lore. Shadow.
Alright.
Don't die. Thank you.
Service Knight's current location. Current information.
So like, I'll post the spell as well, so you get the
Hmm?
information. What it got in it.
Brief summary of the civic lore. Current tales, forgotten stories. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick and ponder, would the knights count as legendary importance or not? I'm just gonna, it's just gonna work. Yeah, because technically speaking, there is like caveat that if the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information.
Yeah.
But
That's why I was planning to use it for like Night Lords,
Yeah,
because those are
yeah,
obviously
so-
legendary creatures. But I'm like, well,
yeah.
I mean, I can ask.
But yeah, because it's like tight, like that's not gonna be straightforward. It's gonna be through like a prism of the legendary creature. But yeah, I will have a week to figure this out. Oh, and fucking forgot, because I'm not sure if you checked, JP, if you checked the handout for loot. What party got is that.
Oh, wait.
Well, everyone got.
Oh yeah. The super cool consumable.
Yeah, one. I mean, yeah, one regular healing, not regular, but greater healing potion, and then one, basically Schrodinger's consumable.
Mm.
Essence of impossibility. Impossibility. Pretty much the only limitation being it has to be single use.
Mm. Looks at 9th level spell list.
Barring wish.
Not barring wish, actually.
Yeah, I believe Church asked me that last time.
Does that mean Ibram could cast wish?
No, actually, you can't read
God,
the
I
scroll.
hope not.
There's like a good chance it would just disintegrate and you would not get the spell.
No.
Yeah, the only limitation being it has to be single use.
You could give me your wish scroll.
No, that's my wish scroll. That's mine.
But we get one per party or one per player?
Each
Per
PC.
player.
The pop-up says each PC.
Oh my god, per player? Oh, holy shit. Okay, that's crazy. Okay.
You know what that means, right? I have haste again.
Ah, true polymorph. So I become a full-ass dragon.
The only dragon to ever exist ever recently. That isn't a lich.
I mean, to be fair, like they are rare. Actually, yeah, I use them sparingly, but you had that shadow dragon fight in the first season.
Yeah, we do.
Alright. I'm kind of thinking, do we go through questions?
I'd honestly wait.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with whatever you decide.
Thank you for hosting the session, as always.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Very good.
And
It's so great. I got my mask. And it was all thanks to me accidentally killing Castrum.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. I didn't tell you, gamers, what happened. Because none of you know what happened.
Mm.
I asked Chivis and Angel to help me make like a emergency battery in case we
Mhm.
needed to help Castrum.
Mhm.
So what he did is that he fucking took that shit and then blew himself up. So I'm kind of responsible, but we did kill 2 Night Lords.
I mean, there are some like few ways to cut a bitch. So that was like weird analogy. There are a few ways to look at this, and in the end, the way I see it, Sasa created an enabler. Castrum made the final decision.
Yeah, that's true. He did make the decision.
Although it's then again a different philosophical question, like how sentient he was. Like he wasn't mindless, sure. So you could debate that, but you know what's done is done.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you for participating. I'm always happy to hear that you are enjoying the session, even despite the. I knew there were gonna be like long scenes and like issues with moving spotlight, but thank you for your patience.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you for the
It's unavoidable
session.
in the indie, so.
Sure.
Mhm. Good night. Until
Okay.
next week.
Yes.
I hope
Good
Good
to see
night.
you next
Until
week.
we meet again.